Yo, what's goody, family? Welcome to the Devil's Advocate with Ace Anderson and Akron Watson, where we're making the best case for the guiltiest pleasure.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what she said.
Wow.
She wanted to be abstinent.
Damn.
We already together.
I think that's a
Man,
sign,
ask
nigga.
anybody. There are no benefits to abstinence.
We're back for episode 12 of the Devil's Advocate, man. We talking about Lil Nas. Call me by your name.
Well, I don't think we're talking about Lil Nas. I think we're just talking about that song, right?
We're just talking about, we're talking about whatever we talk about when it comes to talking about what you got to talk about.
Yeah, I know what you mean. No, we're not on CPT today, Vin.
We are not on CP time, man. We was ready. We were actually on here 2 hours before, man. Everything was peachy keen, and then it all went to shit.
Well, it didn't like all go to shit because we still got a cool ass show coming up. But what did go to shit was the time we were supposed to start.
Oh my God, man. Well, shit, man. Well, let's do a little speed through. We got a really cool show planned for you guys, and we're, Akron and I kind of dubbed this new way of doing the show 2.0. This is us now evolved. We've released an album. Pat ourselves on the back a little bit. We've released an album, and now we are putting out. We've learned that we have the ability to put out content. You know what I'm saying? That we have to create our own stuff, and now we're able to we're able to apply that same ability to everything else that we're doing. So that the show is getting a makeover, if you will. We're using a different platform, and so far it just seems really great. Like, just the quality is better. I can do a lot more things. This is all done on Restream. If you guys are curious how we run our platform, everything that I do is all done in Restream. So shouts out to them. Their membership is not really that expensive, so it's really a great platform to be able to produce your own show. And here we have it. So here we are. Bear with us, guys. So next week was really when we're gonna really start hitting the ground running with this new format, and then we got some producers who are interested in helping us out with the show. So things are moving pretty quickly. So. But with that being said, let's do a little speed through of what we got going on today. I'm gonna get.
So I wrote.
What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, if I could start the do you want to do the speed, or how do you want to do the speed through? Where were your thoughts?
I'm just spitballing as we go right now, brother. I'm so thankful, bro. This is the thing I didn't even say, yo. My tea spilled all over my damn keyboard, yo. All over the keyboard, and that was the first thing. And then I hit something. I didn't have any audio. It's like, bro, and I was worried that I wouldn't have a keyboard. Now I don't have no keyboard because now I can't run the show. And it's just like, anyway, whatever. But so speed through. However you want to do it, brother. I'm following your lead.
All right, bro. All right. Yeah, but so okay, we talked and we were trying to figure out what the show is gonna be about, because we were just like, just sort of like we took a little break. I know I definitely took a little break after the show to be like, what is my life now that the album is out? And then I wanted to work with Left Lane some more, so I started writing songs for them, and Randy came through. Randy is one of the developers of our our reality show that we have coming called The Grind LA. And the reason it's called Grind LA is because I'm out here working. LA is my new home. Ace is coming out here working constantly. His wife is coming out here working constantly, and we're constantly siphoning work between Dallas and LA and just trying to make it happen. But the real story is the actual freaking grind, and the grind started way before we got here. So we're gonna highlight that and why we're doing what we're doing, which is really about community. It's about awareness. It's about spreading the wealth. It's about generational wealth. It's about veganism. It's about just building ourselves and building our futures. And we people of color, and it's a pandemic and like all that. That's what the show is about, our lives. So in the process of going through all of that, after we had just took a break, we was like, what do we do? Oh yeah, we have a show. And then we were like, the show should be about we completed the album. Now what? And literally, I think we hung up the phone, and 30 minutes later, I guess Ace had seen Lil Nas' video. So I guess it came out Wednesday, Thursday or something. And he was like, nah, we got to make the show about Lil Nas and the video. So the topic is Call Me By Your Name. We have reformatted our show, y'all. It is now, even though it says sex, art, and spirituality, it is now spirituality, art, and sex. Right? So the first thing that we're going to have, now that I'm done introducing y'all to what we're doing, is the affirmation.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Affirmations.
Yes. Am I echoing
What's that?
somewhere? Am I echoing?
I don't hear you.
Echoing? Okay. Cool. I'm fine now. It's good now. We back.
All right.
Got an affirmation you sharing with us?
I do. Affirmation is a part of our spirituality section. And this affirmation is coming from one of my favorite books that Ace bought me, which is probably one of his favorite books, You Are a Badass. And it says, we only get to be in our bodies for a limited time. Why not celebrate the journey instead of merely riding it out until it's over? We only get to be in our bodies for a limited time. Why not celebrate the journey instead of merely riding it out until it's over? So that being said, let's move into the spirituality part of the show.
Come on now. Come on, brother. Say it.
And I came in with a question. And my question in regards to Lil Nas's Call Me By Your Name is, what would mama say?
All right, we gotta go to the video with this one. Let's go ahead and watch it.
No, wait, hold on. This is my first time seeing this video, so let me put my glasses on. All right. Let me see what's good.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Look.
All right.
Now I done heard things and seen pictures and stuff. People been talking stuff, man. People been talking a lot of stuff and making it seem like there was so much going on in this. People need to stop, man. People really need to stop, man. They posting pictures like this dude getting done in the back by and it's obviously a lap dance. I know the difference between a lap dance and, because I get lap dances, okay? So I know.
Right.
Gotta pay for the rest of it. Now I don't think the devil paid. That's a lot, though. It is a lot.
There's a lot going on in that video.
A lot going on, man, and like the imagery is so like, oh man, you know, like I said, what would mama say? My mother would have turned that video off quick,
fast. But just because of the imagery, you know, it's hard. You can't really when you start to mix biblical imagery in with really sexually explicit content, you're really walking a dangerous path. But for me, like, I always have a weird feeling about doing about showing the devil so devilish, especially since I've kind of been on this new journey
Mhm.
of of spirituality and understanding what spirituality is and what the devil means and what God means and what it all actually comes down to. And so when I see that take on the devil, I think of like a really stubborn 13-year-old,
Mm.
like a really smart and stubborn 13-year-old who can
Mhm.
be like, oh yeah, the devil, like I'm bigger than the devil, and you can kind of you make the devil this like character, this caricature, and then
Mhm.
of course you can dominate that because it's a bullshit caricature. But when you actually really dig deep into what the symbolism of the devil means,
Mm.
what it represents, then it's not something that you really want to toy with. So when I watch the video, I'm not so I'm very comfortable with my sexuality. So I'm not uncomfortable watching stuff like that. That's not my cup of tea. You won't catch me just like turning on content like that. And also like the graphics. I hate when stuff like it looks like uh early 2000s Spy Kids. Like that's what the graphics look like. You know what
Facts.
I mean? And
Facts.
and it's the same way WAP was actually, but
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
don't like that. I hate that. Like I don't know. You know what I really love
It's been a couple Megan Thee Stallion videos like that. So yeah, I think she's ushering in that vibe, and now other artists
and
are.
fake, like
Yeah.
it just looks kind of K-pop. Like I don't know this. It just it or like in Bollywood films, like CGI in
Mhm.
Bollywood films, or
Mhm.
uh uh but when I
Now,
see that, I just
wait a minute though, because a comment just came in. You see that?
no, hold on, I'm looking at the comments.
So this one says, "Ooh boy, this video is disturbing. Not yours, but the Little Nas one. That is not something to joke about. Very scary and sad for our culture. You don't mess with that at all." I love this comment because my question was like, what would mama say? And I don't know if this
Mm,
is a mom
mm,
that's chiming in or not, but like I feel like that is very much along the lines of what my mom would think. She would have infused a lot more God in it. She and with my mom, there's not a lot of explaining as to
mm,
as to how or what God would even think about, which is my second question in this section. Since we're talking about spirituality, we're talking about the spirit and like how not just our flesh consumes things. And
mhm,
so my next question was, what would Jesus do? And
mm,
not just in terms of the Lil Nas and like the video, but just like, would Jesus have even chose to show it on his platform? And would
right,
Jesus talk about it? Would
right.
would would Jesus watch the video? Knowing what he like. I had never seen a video before just now, and then if I had to just like looked at the imagery that was coming, like I told you, the first imagery I saw was him squatting in front of the devil, and I was like, I don't know. And would Jesus
Right.
take a gander? Would Jesus even take a gander? And I'm curious about your thoughts on that. Like, just what would Jesus do in this situation?
I think that I think for Jesus, if you're thinking about him as the perfect individual, the individual who would make the best choice in
Hmm.
any given situation, right? Like that's who we're talking about,
Hmm.
regardless of whether or not you believe in Jesus, the actual person. Um, but for the perfect individual, I think he would handle it with a level of peace and tact to say, to address. I don't. First of all, I don't think that there would be much judgment because what it like to me, not much was being done except making a really kind of childish explanation on the devil. Like, you're kind of taking a really shallow view of the devil, and then to me it's like putting a hat on a hat, like you've taken a caricature and then you've made a caricature of it, like, it's so you're doubly you're not giving the devil his due at all in this situation. And I think that that's something that Jesus would really avoid, would say not to do that, because you don't dance with the devil, right? Like, you just don't. That's not something that you do, because it's not a game that you will win. You will not win. And you can think that you're winning. You can think you have the upper hand, and like you broke the devil's neck and put the crown on your head, but that's not, that's not really the case. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil is forever. The devil is a god, and you're just you. So for me, it's a kind of a shallow look at it, in a sense. But I think it's wrong for, not wrong. I think it's shallow for people to watch the Lil Nas video and or not watch it just because of the content that might be in it. It's like, what are you so afraid of? I don't think Jesus would be concerned at all. I mean, Jesus is, he can't be anything. All he can fear is fear itself, and so it's not, he fears God. That's it. Like, so for him to, I feel like he would watch the video. I feel like he would check it out. Like, what is it? And it's not something he would seek out. I think in the same sense of us, right? Like how we're watching it. It's not something I'm like, oh, I gotta check out this content. Like this is in my lane. But yeah. I think
I'll say that, like, I think as a witness, he would want to get closer to him. I think that if and when Jesus had something to say, it was never something that he whispered to his homie, like, oh man, I wish that I could tell Lil Nas this. I think that if Jesus sees a video like this, Jesus says, I am the way, I'm the truth. I'm the light. And so if I got to get close to this man, because his fans should know it, and he should know it. And I also think that Jesus is seeing past imagery, you know what I'm saying? And so I think that I think that this provides opportunities for someone who is really like Christ-like, because the more conversations like this start happening, you get a chance, you get an opportunity to talk to somebody about your beliefs, which is just something that we can't do half the time, because we don't, where does it fit in our work conversations and blah, 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 blah. But when pop culture gives you an opportunity to be like, here's what I believe, then you get to talk about the God you serve. And so I think Jesus will see this as an opportunity, honestly. And I can't say what he think about it. I can say that as a Christian man, as a born again Christian, not somebody who goes to church every Sunday, but a born again Christian, it scared the crap out of me, and a lot of stuff scares the crap out of me, and I just, I have to keep talking about it the way we're doing tonight, and keep talking about my beliefs, and not shying away or pushing away people who believe things differently, but instead loving on them.
Yeah, give them a little bit more.
Yo, man, give them
kindness.
Yo, man, which can get you judged too, because I'm from Texas, man, and like, homies and even family members, would think differently, I think, and that's something too that I get an opportunity to push my way through and be like, hey man, I got some gay homeboys. Hey man, I just hung out, with these people and that people, and like, it was fine. Did nobody touch me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
they friends. You know what I mean? But one battle, I guess at a time. You know, it took. I was homophobic myself. I had a bunch of terrible thought process, terrible thought tendencies.
What made it? What switched that around?
Man, access. You know, I think that a lot of Texas young men at my age were just experiencing certain things, and you know, the men that came out of the closet in my class didn't come out of the closet until after high school. You know, I mean, and maybe they didn't know, but I think it was more about like the general consensus was like that's weird or wrong at that time. It wasn't what it is now. It wasn't.
Right.
We talking 20 years ago, bro. So like, you know, for me it was like an awakening to have access to people, to have access to a guy who would flirt with me. You know, like it wasn't. And then all of a sudden it was, and then it, you know, and I had to deal with it in the way that my mom told me how to deal with it. You know, going back to mom's, the way my mom told me how to deal with it was with love. She was like, you gotta respond in love. And he was my boss too, you know. So that was an experience. And then I was in a show with another guy and he was flirting with me, and that was an experience. And I keep going back home talking to mama like, Ma, I don't, because you tell your homeboys, you know, because I didn't know, you know, and
Yeah.
you should have punched him. No, what? You know, so I had to go talk to compassionate, sweet mom, and she was always like, just be compassionate, be kind, be what we taught you to be, until you can't anymore.
Right.
And that has happened too. You know, I've gone too far with a homie and then realized that, oh, you just was trying to get close to me because you thought that you could change my mind. And, you know, and it's complicated, man. We live in a complicated world, and we complicate it more every day.
Yeah, man. Shit. That's what the best thing you could do for life is to not add any more complications.
Oh my God.
Make it just even that much simpler. If you could make life that much simpler, man, that goes a long way. And especially when it comes down to marriage, yo, that's something you definitely want to take note of, yo. Like, if you could just make shit, what can you do to make shit simpler? Right? That's really all that matters. Like, you don't want to be the one that's complicating this shit. That's not at all what you want to be, man. But yeah, so let's skip ahead to this little
Let's go.
this little moment.
You good?
All right.
Oh man, that's dope. Welcome to the showcase section, guys.
Yeah. What do we say about this section?
I mean, honestly, this is the art section. The showcase begins the art section. So, you know, artistically, we're going to talk about Call Me by Your Name a little bit and figure some stuff out, figure out what we can. But before we do that, we're going to showcase an artist and showcase some art. And I don't even know what we're showing tonight. Are we showing?
We're showing Sunshine. We're going to show the Sunshine music video.
So what's coming is the Sunshine music video that
I got it all queued up here.
Which basically encases like the beginning of our album. It is the start of the journey of the Devil's Advocate character in the album, and therefore the album. First, a little from our sponsors. Are we doing that?
Yeah, we will. We'll have that next week. We'll hear from our sponsors next week.
Cool. We're cooking up some sponsored videos.
Yeah, we getting sponsored. Okay, stop sharing that, and then I'm gonna share this. Boom. Okay. All right, and I'll let you guys watch this one all by yourselves. This is Sunshine.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sunshine.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, y'all?
This is the Sunshine music video. It's coming out right now. Check it out. I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
You
Am
my
I still your sunshine, even though you might have accidentally whacked me in the face?
But it was an accident and you saw it on camera. Anyway,
You saw it here live.
check it out, Sunshine.
Good morning, sunshine. Awaken one more time. And I just had to spit this rhyme because waking to you is sublime. Cause I mean, you a dime.
How are you
I
so
can't believe you mine.
I'm
so thankful you're alive. You're the joy of my sunrise.
Oh my God, you're so sensual. If I caress you right here, will you stay? Your vibrations penetrating me away, encapsulating you, intoxicating, fragrant beam.
Joy of my sunrise. Every time I see you smile, I know that everything is fine. Thank you, sunshine.
Finger wrapped like a wedding band, playing on the song back to back, juicy track. You like kissing on my neck with my head in your feather head. Damn, you feel amazing. Kisses keep it blazing.
I'm grateful, sunshine. This ain't the type of love you just come by. What makes me worthy to be blessed with love that only some find? So I treat it like it's one time and I only see the upside, cause I smile at just the thought I'll see you at the morning sunrise. Good morning, sunshine.
Behold, I send you out a sheep amidst the world. So they say. Didn't rub off? The book? The church?
No, I'm on parole. Early release for time served.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Take the bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is interesting, man, because I feel like that video really speaks what we're trying to say with that song. I feel like we took, and I shot some of that, but Ace still shot that because I feel like your vision helped tell that story frontwards and backwards. Like we found a way to like have a beginning, middle, and end from some images and like video, which is to me is amazing. I mean, I feel like people take videos now and it's nothing, but like to be able to find a beginning, middle, and end, edit it together and like make it tell a story is amazing. So that brings me to our first question of the art section, which is, what the heck was Lil Nas trying to say? What was he trying to say with that video? Is this too tough a question? Cause it's a lot. See, I pulled my wine out for it. I want y'all to know.
You know what? Shit, hold on. Let me.
I pulled out my wine for it. Like,
We'll take some shots, man.
go
Take a
ahead.
shot.
You look fancy as heck. Go ahead, man.
What was Lil Nas saying with this video?
Now, Vin said something interesting in the comments.
Okay.
Vin said, "Oh, he knew he was out to make people upset."
Mm.
And that was the first thing that I saw about the video too. So what the first heading that I saw with a meme was Lil Nas just took every image that would make a white man mad and put it in one video.
Mm.
Now, you know, culturally speaking, that is my dream. Artistically speaking too, you know, I want to be a part of something that pisses people off in a healthy way, that makes people talk in a healthy way. You know, I want to be attached to something like that one day. So you know, in a sense, if that was what he was trying to do artistically, was like, I want to make art that pisses people off. If he was trying to say "fuck y'all," basically, then mission accomplished. Oh, Vin said that's a direct quote from him. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's the direct quote straight from my chat section. I feel like we've come to a time in music where everything is nice and nothing is really cutting edge or starting conversations anymore. I hear that, and I would disagree with him if that's what he's saying. If you know,
Do you have some examples?
I feel like Cardi B and Meg with WAP are pushing the envelope. You know, I feel like having a digital artist signed to one of the biggest music agencies in the world is pushing the envelope. You know, I feel like most of what we hear from fucking any of the mumble rappers, I'm just trying to think of one in particular that would like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the generation right now that is running music, they are all pushing the envelope, as far as I can tell. Like oh shoot.
Oh snap, we're getting calls. The calls are coming in, folks.
I don't know what I got 3 screens. I don't know what to press over here. What's up, Hat? What's going on? What's up? What's up? I'm doing my live show at the moment. Okay. I'll text you. All right. That just happened. But yeah, you know, as far as like art is concerned, what is he trying to say? If he was just trying to say "fuck you," mission accomplished, and like, going back to, you know, the Christian man in me, like, I bet it was some people that felt like, damn, he just shat on all our beliefs. You know, you got a sexually and androgynous and sexually ambiguous snake, you know, landing on him, kissing him, you know, you got him lap dancing with the devil, sliding down a pole to hell, you know, him in, you know, just nails. And I mean, even if he would have, even, you know, it's that thing where art is colliding with religion that we're doing also. I feel like we're doing it also with the Devil's Advocate, you know. But he's doing it to the 10th power with this video.
Right. Now, do you feel like this is something that what are the dangers, and what are the positives and negatives that come from doing something like this, like we're dealing with religious imagery, and we're also talking about homosexuality, openness, um, sexual fluidity. Um, so what would you say are the pros and cons of doing something like this?
I think the pros for me is not having kids. This is from speaking from someone who doesn't have kids. For me, if you're giving someone community, if you're making something more accessible to someone who may be struggling with identity and sexual desires, who may be struggling with, then you're doing something right. In essence, no matter how wrong you may think this video is, if it gives some little kid an opportunity, like this is actually who I am versus who you want me to be, it's the right thing to have done. That being said, the other side of that, the yin and the yang, is that like for those who may be getting exposed to like stuff just too early or out of context, and say out of context and too early, because if you haven't had the conversation with your parents or haven't learned certain things, then like sometimes it is too early. I believe in too early. I believe in that. I believe that there is a time and place to start talking to young people about sex and about, I say sex because this video deals with sex a lot, and about religion but it's a time when they can be trusted with the information, where they can process the information in the right way, and it's a developmental thing. And so I think that the same way that parents are responsible for what their kids take in, we as artists are also responsible for what we put out. And you may be trying to start conversations, but I don't know if enough care was put into what the impact of this could be on a kid that sees this out of context. There's just so much access right now, and not enough gatekeeping. There's, the parents, at least that I know, just don't monitor it as much. They try to have the conversation after the fact. You discover that your son is watching anime porn because that's what he can find on YouTube, is anime porn, and a soft anime porn. And then you have the conversation with him about sex after you discover it.
It's not preemptive.
Yeah, it's not preemptive. You don't get to have that preemptive strike. And so I also hope that this is encouraging people to monitor their art. This is the same guy who put out Old Town Road a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like, he got mad young fans, that was the thing, and this was just 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the 9 and 10-year-olds that you attracted are just 12 now. You know what I mean? They're just 10 now. And now you like are doing this. And I think that he probably thought of that and just thought like, I don't know. That to me as an artist is something that's hard for me. It's hard for me to be like, I'm gonna sacrifice all the Hamilton fans that I got and just do some wild stuff and just pull my penis out. Yeah. Penis out, like my mama wouldn't like that. So I don't know. It's
yeah. So what I hear you saying is that there's an artistic cost. There's a cost to every artistic decision that you make, right? Like it's if you're making decisions that are kind of superfluous just to make a point, those decisions will have effects on you that maybe you may or may not be willing to involve yourself in. like, yeah, I can see myself, like, definitely. I don't want to be in a. I don't want to put myself in that situation artistically where I don't feel like I could back up whatever I'm putting down, you know. But I don't know if that's the case that he's putting himself in, you know, either.
Well, I'm excited to see the tour. I'm excited to see images of the tours, because that's I think that's going to be the proof. Is that if you put this type of video out, are you ready to go? You know, what's the girl? What's the girl who was like had the baby on stage and was like in like crazy spandex, and it was like her and Robin Thicke. She was like, there's like this crazy meme of her like bending over.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, are you ready to go full Miley Cyrus? You know, because I feel like that tour made it evident that she didn't give a fuck. She did shortly change. She did change shortly after that, like literally like a year. She was like, "Hi, I'm the new version of Miley Cyrus." Yeah,
word.
And that's true though. You know, Vin just chimed in and said Hannah Montana had to turn to Miley at some point, and I guess Lil Nas at some point had to grow up and turn into the Devil's Lap Dancer.
Big Nas.
To Big Nas.
Big Nas fucking the devil.
Big Nas humping the devil, humping him.
Humping, correction. We've watched the video, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually humping the devil.
I just called him Big Nas on national streams.
On national streaming services.
I'm saying, why is the NA big? I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. If you added a D in there, it'd be Big Nads. Come on.
Hey, but can we talk about the design of that devil? Why was he so just stiff, yo?
This is someone's uncle who was there for like more support, and they were like, "Ooh, you know, we should just put Jerome."
Uncle Rufus, you won't have to do nothing. I promise. You just got to stand there.
He was like, "I've been working out."
I've been working out. You sure, boy? Come on, I got these muscles. And then he didn't find out that there was a lap dance until. That's why he looking so sour.
No, I bet you $100. They was like, come in, it's gonna be amazing, and we, you know, Lil Nas, whoever that actor was. Like, I do not think he knew he was about to get a lap dance. I don't think he knew.
Starting today, nobody.
Oh my god!
But you wanna. What do you want to?
Oh shit! It's the last. Oh wait, have we moved? What's the last section?
Bro, we are at flavor of said week.
Oh my god! Wait, what's happening?
Right now, to find. Oh, that sound, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that sound?
Just heard the sound. So you know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the flavor of the week.
Yo, it's the flavor of the week. It's the flavor of the week. Man, that girl is bad. Flavor of the week, baby.
I see all my little flavors in there, man. I see all my little.
Yeah. Son, like, tell me why I just watched that shit like 5 or 6 times in rotation, just because I was like, damn,
we know
they all in there.
We know what we like.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, flavor of the week is the section of the show that I enjoy the best, and I know it's a crowd favorite. This is where Akron and I show our love, our plethora of adoration to some flavor who has been stealing our likes on Instagram. So this is the portion of the show where we get to revel in the beauty of
Why do I keep making that noise? So who goes first? I sent you mine, but who goes first?
Yes. Let's say
We should figure out how to do that. We should have a fun way to. You want to flip a coin?
Let's ask the comments. Hey, why don't you guys tell us who you want? Whose flavor do you want first?
Hey Siri.
Hey Siri.
Flip a coin.
Hey, Siri.
Tails.
I won.
All right. My flavor. Here we go. I'm gonna go pull her up right now, so I can share this screen. I love this. This is like so easy. All right, so my flavor of the week is my original, my very first Instagram crush. The Instagram model that stole my heart for the very first time. I was like, damn, this is it. And I was single as fuck at the time. So I was like, yo, my chick better look like this or better. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of lead up.
Oh wait, is it okay? I can share it like this. Let's see. Let's go to cinema mode.
Cinema mode.
Boom. We got Sofia Esperanza. Yes. Why are we not showing? Oh, okay. Here we go. There we go. Now you can see.
She's dating the guy from Lock and Peel, and if you haven't watched Lock and Peel yet, don't, because it's not great. But like this guy is like a good part of Lock and Key. He's like African American, obviously, kind of like Trevor Noah is African American in the sense that he's light skinned, but like people are always going to consider him to be African American because of the one drop, because America's racist. But so I already like it because I like this dude's performance in Lock and Peel, in Lock and Key, excuse me, Lock and Peel. But she's
vegan.
She's vegan.
You know what I'm saying? She gotta be vegan.
Oh my god!
If she gonna be with Ace Boogie, you know what I'm saying? She gotta be Gabrielle Reyes. That's first of all. But but you know what I'm saying? She is something to for sure write home about. You know, I fell in love with her so early on Instagram that it wasn't even on Instagram. It was on Vine before Vine died. Yo, like I found her. She had this social media account with her then boyfriend called So and Ro or something like that, like Sophie and Ro and shit. And so like they had this joint Vine account that they had, and they would make joint vines and shit together. And doing that, I was like, oh man, I will hope I find someone who I can make vines with. And
that's how when I watch you and G, I'm like, I hope I find somebody I can.
Hey man, well here I'm here to tell you, bro, it works, man. That shit works. So keep on keeping on with the hoping and dreaming, brother.
With hoping and dreaming.
Yeah, keep on keeping on with it. Don't let the dream die.
Hey man, I was on a date actually a night ago, and the person said that it was triggering that I didn't want to be intimate with them. Yeah. She was like, I'm tired of niggas telling me no. So
damn, man, when you really want the dick.
I mean, it's been a pandemic, man. Give her a break. I didn't give her nothing, but like I gave her a bit of the doubt.
Who's your flavor, brother?
Come on, let's go, man. Pull her up. I don't know a lot about this woman, and to be honest with you, I Googled my type, and I found her that way because I know what I like.
How do I pull this up? Is it the link down there?
I sent her to you, but how should I send it to you?
Oh wait, how did you send it to me? Message?
She did say it like that. Yeah, I sent it in. Yeah, I sent it in.
Oh, I see it. All right, here we go.
Now stop for 2 seconds. This woman is the prototype of the kind of woman that I would like to talk to. So if you know someone that looks like this, that thinks that they would be attracted to a successful man who doesn't have any kids and is abstinent at the moment. Don't put in my freaking box. But yeah, this is just like gorgeous. She kind of gives me Keisha Cole vibes. Keisha Cole was always like a big crush of mine, but it's something about like the square face and the skin tone. Definitely the eyes for me. I'm big into colored eyes for whatever reason. Biracial is just like a thing to me. I'm really attracted to biracial women. This woman doesn't wear her natural hair that much, which is something that I really like. But there's some really natural shots of her in here that give me the vibe that this is not who she always is, which is something that I like too. I like when a woman's able to like turn it on and be this and then turn it off and like, you know what I mean? It has to be you all the time. Or if the you that is not this looks drastically different, then like just know that that's a scary place for a man to be in, because I don't transform this is the most that I do versus what some young women do. But she's also just got a banging body, and she just knows how to work her beauty, and she's freaking just it's the lips, eyes, skin tone, body, baby hairs for me.
With the baby hairs, though, not the baby hairs.
It's the baby hairs and biracial glow for me.
Here we go with the baby hairs.
Bringing the baby hairs out, yes.
Yeah, come on now.
I could just sit and just watch this sitting next to her. You know what I'm saying? Just like handing her that would be me handing her the brushes off camera.
But for any actors who are watching the broadcast right now, any actors watching this ring light, you see the effect that the ring light has on her eyes, where it's making those eyes kind of look like robotic in a sense. Casting directors do not like that. They don't want you looking robotic and like you Megatron and shit.
Now hold up, Ace, pull me up real quick. Like, can you make me? Ace does all the stuff, by the way, y'all. Okay, so are you talking about this dot in my eyes right here?
Yeah, but like you can't tell when you're like, that's fine.
That's fine.
But but like if you can't tell, like, but you see how for her it's making the full circle. I wonder if we can make it bigger in this thing. Let's see. Just gonna make it bigger.
I think we should wait. Let's just wait before. Okay, I'm scared. All right, boom.
You see how it's making that like halo in her eye?
Oh my god!
And she looks like a cyborg.
I would kiss the crap out of that.
But it's not. I mean, yes, it's pretty. It looks cute on women and stuff. But casting directors don't like that shit. So
quit that shit.
So don't do that if you really want to get the job.
or you could be an Instagram model and I could get the job and then we could just live together. I don't know what I'm talking about. Too much
Word,
wine.
man. So we got one more question, two more questions.
Yeah, so we've moved into the sex section where, you know, we're sort of like wrapping up this new what is this? The new format.
Right. This is good though. This is going well.
Yeah, I'm messing with this new format, man. I'm liking it. So the first question, right off the top, because you know we talking this week about Call Me by Your Name. We talking about Lil Nas. We talking about sex and music going half on a baby, and I want to know straight up, straight people, how y'all feeling? You know, I just want to check in. I just want to check in with my folks. You know, I still love my folks. You know, I got gay friends and everything. I got the whole LGBTQ span. I have all of them. But to my straight folks, how y'all feeling? Y'all good? I know it's things. For some people are getting weird. You know, this is the conversation that white people need to be having with other white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck is y'all thinking? Y'all good? Because in a way, like, I don't understand what all the conversation is really about.
Yeah.
I really don't. In terms of expression, the fact that he's even able to piss people off in this way is a true testament of who we are as like, and I follow a lot of Americans. I'm just gonna say it, a lot of Americans. So like, to my straight Americans, are y'all good? Because this ain't just about acceptance. This is also about looking inside yourself and wondering why you feel the way that you feel. Because if it makes you feel any sort of way, it's a great opportunity for you to check into that, to check in with yourself, to talk to people and be like, why am I upset?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This one straight man to another. Why are you upset?
Yeah. Yeah, you're watching it like it doesn't really, I can't think of a good reason why I should be upset watching it. You know, like it's a docile representation of biblical imagery. But outside of that, like
people would say that we're desensitized. And by people, I mean people I know. People were desensitized. And then I would say that I'm more sensitive.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And desensitized how? Like how does how?
Well, I think that at some point, again, with the lack of access, people feel like the closer they can keep their beliefs, the more grip they can keep on what they believe, and like the farther out that they can push their bubble, that they'll be protected from this Lil Nas demon, that's trying to come in, infiltrate their lives and their homes and their minds and all this stuff. And so that when people like me or people like you who are, sensitive to it and like, oh, okay, you trying to say something, this is who you are, I'm gonna accept you for who you are and like love on you and stuff, that we're desensitized to their imagery. So we're not sensitive enough to the invasion of this bad spirit.
And, do you think that people that are afraid of people trying to change their mind are really afraid that their minds can be changed?
Exactly. That is exactly what I think. I think that people are afraid that, it's that thing where like you don't want to think about it. You don't want to think about a man kissing another man because then you might think about kissing another man. You know what I'm saying? It's that thing where I ain't because you're afraid and you haven't addressed it with yourself. You refuse to address it. And I feel like those are the men and women who end up married and then cheating on their spouse with somebody of the same sex, and then all of a sudden they're 45 and realizing that they're gay because they've been avoiding the issue for so long that now that, you know, they get confronted with it one time, they jump in the sack with somebody and change their whole life. You know, and I've met men and women, and there's nothing wrong with those people. It's not like those people are like miserable all of a sudden because they just are. But I think the faster you can start to love on people for who they are and not who you want them to be, the better. And the better your sex will be, the better, you know what I'm saying? Like just period. Like the better you'll just be able to be like, you know what? My G spot is in my booty. So like, baby, can you, baby? You know, I still ain't done that yet, by the way. I'm still like,
that's my shit, nigga. I'll be all up in
man, son. I don't know, bro. I don't even think we can even talk about it, right? Can we even talk about it?
Yo, this is taboo conversations, bro. We can talk about anything, my brother.
I ain't ready, man. I ain't ready to talk about what y'all do with your booty, man. I ain't ready. I'm not ready. And that's that on it.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay, so we pulling up to the fifth and final shit. Man, this has been a roller coaster ride.
Has it?
Yeah. Nah, but it's been great. It's been great, like, after being on it, but like, bro, them first 30 minutes, it was 30 minutes it took me to figure that shit out. So, but next week, guys, I promise we starting on time. Like, it's gonna start like that, right? But anyway, y'all, we gotta figure out, this is the last moment. We gotta figure out what the topic is for next week. What's the topic gonna be, bro?
Pick your poison. It's time to pick your poison.
Here we are at the end of the show, gentlemen, and it is time to pick your poison for next week. It is time to figure out what we're going to be talking about. What is the theme topic? We'll be moving into a new month next week, right?
Yeah.
What I want to see the calendar to know exactly what date is that going to be.
Let me see. That is the 5th, and I'm gonna be in LA.
So, you'll be here?
Yeah, so we gonna be.
You come in on the 4th?
Yes, sir.
Bet.
We doing the show live. I mean, we do the show live every day, but
we do it together live.
Together live. Oh, hello.
Oh, is it 11:11?
No, it's not. That's what I wasn't prepared for that one.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, baby. My clock said 11:11, but I realized it was because it was an old phone.
All right. Well, there you have it.
Happy mistakes.
Happy mistakes.
But yeah, man. So how are we gonna do it this week? Because I feel like we don't have the fishbowl.
I really want to talk about Seaspiracy. Like, I really want to talk about it, bro. Like, I think we gotta talk about it. So it's like it's not something that we could just not talk about, dude.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm making an executive decision here.
Well, he's also like talking about the thing that he's been talking about for 2 or 3 days, you know. So it's like hot on your heart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. But I want you guys next week, start at the top of the episode, at the very top of the episode. Make sure you leave a comment of what you want our topic for next week to be about. Right? We take all of those seriously, but at the end of the episode, at the pick your poison section, we're gonna choose one of your topics. So
I'm gonna put everything in a wine glass after I finish my wine, and I'm gonna shake it up reach in here, pull it out, and that's gonna be the poison for the following week.
Word. But you gotta because if there's wine in there, then you gotta, taste it, taste the wine or something.
Hell yeah, that's the whole picking my poison. Let's go.
Yeah. Word. I love this. See what happens when we start getting producers on board and we start taking our shit seriously.
I do. Yeah.
Word. So let's, right now, let's fucking, since we're doing everything on the spot, you guys are watching this. First of all, I want you guys to know you're watching us make $1 million. Like, you're watching the process every day. Every time you see us on this channel, that's what you're seeing. So if you continue to watch our story closely, you'll find out how exactly to make $1 million. So, that's really important. But I want you to know that while we're building this, we should just figure out all of our stuff together right now. Like, how do we end the show?
I think that after Pick Your Poison, we should have like a cool saying where I say a line and then you say a line, and then we I don't know, do something together or something. It should just be like, what I mean? It should just be like it's like the end of Price is Right. You know what I mean? It's like it's the end.